What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. This is the Tool Fiend. We're taking a look at the Makita LXT subcompact 18 volt drill driver set. So I picked these up a couple months ago, well, around Christmas. Yeah, Christmas I got them. So 200 bucks at Home Depot wasn't a bad deal. I think they were on sale, but from what I've seen, they haven't really gone down all that much in price or gone up. So 200 bucks for the subcompact is not a bad setup. The subcompact, what makes them subcompact is that they are tiny, pretty much, compared to your normal 18 volt drill sets. So the half-inch drill, this guy here, I mean, obviously you can tell a drill from the driver, but the drill is a two-speed. It weighs 2.8 pounds, and the measurement is 6 3/8 from the front to here. So obviously, you put a half-inch drill bit in it, it's going to be you know a little bit longer, but for tight spots, I mean, to get into something like that, for the for the drill to only be 6 3/8 inches is pretty damn good. So the driver is also two speed. It measures in 5 3/4 3/8 inches. Sorry, from here to there. So you put a socket on. That's what I use them for. I put the little Hank shank or hex shank in there and put a socket on it. So it seems to work pretty well. The two speeds is cool. I don't really use the two speeds all that much. I usually just put it on the highest setting and leave it at that. But the fact that there is two speeds on it, one of them is it's pretty slow. So for things if you don't want to just run the crap out of it all the way up and bottom it out and potentially strip the bolt, which these will do. So let's go back to what it all comes with. This comes with the half-inch drill, the impact driver, comes with two batteries. They're 2 amp batteries, and it comes with the 25-minute fast charge, or just, I guess, I don't know if that runs in other kits or what, but it's a fast charger that comes along with it. It comes with a carrying case and everything else, or that kind of stuff too, the instructions, whatnot, of course. So that setup for 200 bucks is pretty cool. One thing I do like about these right off the get go that you can see on here, it has a 10-second delay. I hit the little button right there, just that little bit right there, that will stay on for 10 seconds. My other drill set that I have another DeWalt one. It has the LED lights in the front, but the older ones that I have don't have that. So I thought that was kind of cool. This one kind of same thing. Gives you a chance to get set up and see where you're either going to drill or where you're putting your screw or whatever it is that you're putting in. So stays on good enough. And these two, obviously, just like most things now, have they let you know what your charge is on your battery because nobody wants to take these out to the field, and the older ones don't have that. So unless they're just taking them off the charger, you're just going out in the field blindly, hoping that it has enough charge to do what you want it to do. So both of these, obviously, the other battery has the same thing. So a little bit about this guy. I'll show you about the two speeds. So check this out. That. So you click the button once. Here's the difference. That's got quite a bit. Little guy right there. Now, one thing on here that you'll notice is slow, slow, and forward, fast and high and reverse. You click it onto the two dots, and it's high in both. Click it over to the one, slow and forward, slow and reverse. Click it over to where that guy is. So I don't know what that means. It's got a circle with an A on it, and that one lights up, and that's when it's high speed and rear and slow and forward. So kind of cool. The drill only has a two speed too. I mean, it's got how many different? It's got 20 different settings on it. I usually just put it on the screw and or on the drill bit and call it good. So it's just tapped out. So one thing about this that I've noticed so far that I just didn't really care for all that much, but I guess it's not a deal breaker for me, is that for the drill, if you're drilling something, if it's done it to me on a half-inch drill bit. I was drilling through something, wasn't anything too crazy. I think it was I don't know what was it. It was like quarter-inch aluminum, and if it gets hung up, or it seems like if it's just you're pushing a little too hard or whatever it is, it'll just quit. It almost seems like it's as you just like the battery just fell out of it or something. It'll all of a sudden just stop, and then you let go of the trigger, wait for a second, hit the trigger again, and it'll start again. So that I mean, like I said, it's not a deal breaker, but it is. It's kind of annoying when you're just trying to get it in. It sometimes you just want to run the stuff through. It's not really that. And I don't know if that's a safety issue, so you don't overheat the motor, that is kind of cool. But at the same time, it's most of these are used by professionals or people who like to do stuff on their own time and don't mind spending extra money for something that is a decent brand. If you're going to get a Harbor Freight special or whatever it is, it's kind of one of those you probably don't use it very often. So to buy Makita, you want it to work all the time, but you also want it just to be, you want it to be a good unit. And not to say that it's not, it's a pretty good unit, but I don't like that. These have that brushless motors and everything in them. To be honest with you, I'm not really a whole lot or real sure what the whole brushless does or what it doesn't do, but I mean, just so you guys know, so you see them firsthand, it does say brushless right on it. So if that's something that you're looking for, these got it. So weight on these is the drill is 2.8 pounds, so weighs next to nothing. You can literally throw it across the street. And the driver is even less. I think it weighs in at 2.6 pounds. So again, super light, super compact. I can see why they call them the subcompact, but the fact that the 18-volt battery will work with a lot of their other tools that aren't subcompact. But I mean, you can stick way bigger batteries on this, just as you can with most other DeWalt and Makita, or not Makita, but Milwaukee. But so just thought I'd give you guys a rundown of these. If you haven't seen these, check them out. They're at Home Depot. They have a nice color too. I like the black, and it's kind of cool. It's looks different, but again, I mean the color isn't a deal breaker for me, but I did like the black, and the handles of them are. I mean, it feels like a pretty good. It's a decent built tool. I do like those settings of it are kind of cool. That helps out. I mean, if it's versatile, so I use mine in mechanics, and so using these in like a construction setting or some sort of home building or something, that might come in a lot handier. So yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen these, check them out. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe button down below. Comment down below for me and see. Ask any questions, anything on them. I'll do my best to get back to you guys and um, answer those questions. All right. Thanks for tuning in today. See you next time.